Texas inmates are dying inside prisons with no AC. Since June, at least 9 have died, according to the Texas Tribune. And elected officials, community members, and advocates want change. And they're coming together for a conference and rally later on this morning. Joining us to talk more about this is Representative Carl Sherman of District 109 in North Texas. Good morning, Representative. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Leslie. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit more about what is happening in Texas prisons. More than 2/3 of Texas' 100 prisons do not have AC. What does this mean?
Yeah, it means that we have set up a system that is inhumane. When we look at state requirements, we require that the county jails must be AC'd. We require the state that our animal shelters must have AC. The Bible says in Proverbs 12:10 that a person who is righteous regards the life of their animals. These are not animals. Last night, 128,622 people went to sleep in our jails. And as you mentioned, 2/3 of our prisons do not have air conditioning in the housing units. That's intentional. When you can AC every other building and office in our prisons, and you don't have AC where people live, it's inhumane. And it doesn't matter what they've done. We have a responsibility as a state, just as we know we have to do with county jails, with animal shelters, and even our storage is in climate control temperatures. So what does that say about who we are as Texans? We have the money. And the people who work there are also suffering under these conditions. We have 20,000 typically correctional officers, but we don't today. It's hard to keep people when you're cooking them.
It's really strong language, Representative, to say this is intentional and you're cooking people. Why do you think that the legislature chose not to fund any ACs or AC additions for Texas prisons this past legislative session? As you mentioned, we had more than $30 billion in surplus.
Yeah, we have a legislative body in the Texas House that is very compassionate and conservative. We have bipartisan support. The chair of appropriations supports this. In fact, signed on to my piece of legislation for AC in our prisons, HB 1355. So we have the support in the Texas House for this, the support that came at an appropriations level of $500 million plus. We can do this. And we've done it before when we provide temporary air condition, when the courts require us to do it. We've done it when with Operation Lone Star, when undocumented, when immigrants came in and we took Texans out of two of our prisons and placed those that are undocumented in. We moved in temporary ACs. We can do it. We have the resources to do it.
Yeah. Representative Sherman, tell us a little bit more about the change you're hoping to bring the rally this morning, and what is it going to take to actually get this done?
You know, as a pastor and someone who has been a part of prison ministry, I would say that when I was serving in the prison ministry, and I still currently pastor, what I found was there's a level of ignorance. I didn't know that we didn't have AC in the housing units. You know, folks come to the chapel to worship, and we administer communion and programs. But many of those people perhaps are there in the chapel for respite, because that 1-2 hours that they're in there, and those that desire to be baptized, are there. At the end of the day, I think, Leslie, it's going to take conscientious effort and to try and make sure that everyone knows about this issue, because I don't think that this is who we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we appreciate your time this morning. Unfortunately, we are out of time. If folks are interested in joining the rally or checking that out, what time does that start?
Yeah, it's at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Meet us at the Capitol.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much,
Thank
Representative
you.
Carl Sherman. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll be right back on Good Day.